Welcome to our descent into the chilling shadows of the world's lost civilizations. In this video, we journey through the dark corridors of forgotten history, uncovering the eerie mysteries that still cling to ancient societies erased from existence. From the haunted ruins of the Maya to the silent remnants of the Indus Valley, we'll delve into the remnants of cultures that once flourished, now reduced to crumbling stone and unsettling silence. These vanished worlds are more than relics. They are warnings, whispering through time, daring us to uncover the truth buried beneath centuries of dust and decay. Their stories are not simply chapters of history, they are puzzles, riddled with clues and contradictions. Some of these civilizations vanished without a trace, others left behind haunting monuments carved in silence, their meaning lost to time. As we navigate through the ruins of these lost societies, we'll examine the theories that attempt to explain their downfall. Were they victims of natural cataclysms? Or were they destroyed by their own hubris, their collapse serving as cautionary tales for our own world? Prepare to uncover not just stone and soil, but secrets buried beneath centuries of mystery. The Maya civilization dominated Central America for centuries. At their peak, they built sprawling cities deep within the jungle, cities filled with pyramids, observatories, ball courts, and temples, many of which still stand today as haunting ruins. But these weren't just architectural feats. They were spiritual centers, aligned with the stars, built according to astronomical cycles, and tied directly to the Maya worldview. Their calendar, famously misinterpreted as predicting the end of the world in 2012, is actually a masterpiece of ancient science. It tracked celestial movements with stunning accuracy, a system more precise than some used in Europe centuries later. Their script, composed of over 800 glyphs, is one of the most sophisticated writing systems of the ancient world. Through these glyphs, they recorded dynastic histories, rituals, warfare, and myths. But even with these written records, much remains unknown. What triggered the rapid and widespread collapse of their cities in the 9th century? Some evidence points to decades-long droughts, confirmed by sediment cores and cave formations. Others argue for societal unrest, class warfare, or overexploitation of natural resources. New research suggests their environment may have turned against them after generations of deforestation and aggressive farming practices. And then there's the eerie spiritual world of the Maya, a culture steeped in sacrifice, celestial gods, and shamanic rituals. Were their religious beliefs a factor in their decisions and demise? Could prophecy have played a part in their willingness to abandon their cities? Even today, in remote parts of Guatemala and Belize, descendants of the Maya carry forward fragments of their ancient traditions. But the great cities, they remain still, engulfed by jungle, hiding secrets we've only begun to uncover. Atlantis, a name that immediately conjures visions of an ancient world swallowed by the sea. But was it ever real? Plato described Atlantis in Timaeus and Critias, a massive island beyond the Pillars of Hercules, now known as the Strait of Gibraltar. This civilization, he claimed, was highly advanced and powerful, but was ultimately destroyed in a single cataclysmic day and night. Skeptics argue that Plato's tale was merely allegorical, a moral warning about the dangers of hubris and unchecked power. Yet, others see in his words tantalizing clues. Could Plato have been echoing stories passed down through generations? Stories of a real catastrophe from the distant past? Theories abound. Some believe Atlantis was inspired by the Minoan civilization on Crete and the island of Thera, Santorini, which was devastated by a massive volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE. The destruction caused tsunamis, ash fallout, and the collapse of one of the Bronze Age's most advanced societies. Others look to the Caribbean, submerged landmasses near Cuba, or even Antarctica, suggesting that Atlantis may have existed during a prehistoric ice age. What keeps the myth alive is its flexibility. It mirrors our collective anxiety about civilization's fragility. Could we too fall, like Atlantis, consumed by natural disasters or our own arrogance? Until proof emerges, Atlantis exists in that tantalizing space between legend and possible truth. In the dry plains of present-day Pakistan and northwest India, once stood a civilization as advanced as Egypt or Mesopotamia. The Indus Valley Civilization, or Harappan Civilization, boasted cities with remarkable planning, straight roads, grid systems, standardized weights, public baths, and intricate water management. What's remarkable is their apparent egalitarianism. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, no palaces or obvious signs of royalty have been found. Their society may have been one of the most peaceful in ancient times. Few weapons or signs of warfare have surfaced, and yet they vanished. Theories explaining their collapse are numerous. Climate change is one major suspect. Evidence shows that the monsoon pattern shifted, leading to droughts and the drying up of the Saraswati River system. Without water, agriculture faltered. Without agriculture, cities declined. But there are other mysteries. The Harappans had a writing system, yet we have never been able to read it. Their script remains undeciphered, leaving us blind to their mythology, politics, and personal lives. Did they migrate? Did their society collapse internally? Or did a slow decline spread over centuries, with people gradually dispersing into smaller, rural communities? Ongoing excavations continue to raise new questions, and the more we uncover, the more we realize how little we truly know. In the desert plains of Peru, across hundreds of miles, ancient artists etched shapes so massive they can only be fully seen from the air. The Nazca Lines remain one of the most mysterious legacies of the ancient world. How did people over 2,000 years ago, without flight or modern surveying tools, create geoglyphs with near-perfect proportions across such vast distances? What purpose did they serve? Recent studies suggest these lines may have had multiple functions. Some align with astronomical constellations. Others may point toward underground water sources or ceremonial sites. New satellite imagery even shows water channels beneath the ground that correspond to the geoglyphs. There are more fringe theories too, that the Nazca were visited by extraterrestrials, or that the lines were part of a giant alien landing strip. While unlikely, these theories speak to the strange and otherworldly nature of the site. Modern research suggests the lines may have been walked as part of rituals. They weren't meant to be seen from above, but experienced from the ground, as spiritual pilgrimages etched in stone. Whatever the truth, the Nazca Lines remain one of the world's most fascinating puzzles. Petra, often referred to as the Rose City for its glowing pink sandstone cliffs, is a marvel of ancient engineering and beauty. Home to the Nabateans, Petra was more than just a city. It was a symbol of their ingenuity. They carved temples, tombs, and massive structures directly into the rock face. Their water engineering was also extraordinary. They constructed dams, cisterns, and channels that enabled them to thrive in one of the harshest deserts on Earth. But how did such a powerful city fall? Petra's decline is believed to have been gradual. As the Romans gained influence and new trade routes emerged, Petra lost its economic importance. Earthquakes in the region also damaged its infrastructure, further contributing to its downfall. Yet, many aspects of Nabatean life remain unclear. Their religious beliefs, their language, their origins, all are still being studied. Some of Petra's chambers remain unexplored, sealed by time and stone. As we conclude our journey through the haunting remnants of these lost civilizations, we're left with more questions than answers. These were not primitive people. They were astronomers, architects, engineers, and dreamers. They were societies as complex and layered as our own, and their sudden vanishing acts serve as stark reminders of history's fragility. What they leave behind are not just ruins, but echoes of warning, of wisdom, and of wonder. They challenge us to look beyond the present and to recognize how quickly even the greatest civilizations can fall. If this journey into the mysterious and the ancient has intrigued you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know in the comments which lost civilization you want us to explore next. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay curious.